per se is that it should not turn into a paper tiger, and each one of the stakeholders need to make it their responsibility and their foremost responsibility to ensure that there is positive change happening in the education sector. It is more so important right now because India needs that revamping, India needs that change, and unless and until each one of us strives to do that, it is not going to serve the purpose. So I guess we should not just leave it to reading it and leaving it at that. There has to be an implementation of everything that has been put forth in the NEP. So yeah. So you're on mute.
If you would like to share your primary task if you get a chance to become one day's education minister.
Well, I would ensure that all of the people who are there in the field of education, they take this up very seriously and start on the implementation as it has been envisaged in the NEP. So that.
Thank you, Praveen ma'am. Now I would request Pratibha ma'am. If I may request you for your concluding remark, and what would be your priority if you get a chance to become Minister of Education?
See, if one becomes the Minister of Education, the onus lies on implementation of the National Education Policy 2020 in letter in the spirit. The 2020 has to be followed and every aspect of his has to be properly taken care of. And my concluding remark is when a child would be out of education system after 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 system of pattern of education, besides being qualified, besides getting a school certificate, should come out as a good human being. That is what the basic purpose of education is. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We all agree with you. I see that Mr. Shukla has joined. Shukla ji, if I may request you for your concluding remark. And what would be your priority if you get a chance to become Minister of Education?
First of all, sir, I had not thought anything, but sir, first of all, I would like to thank you, sir, to provide such a platform so that we may understand, I think, better education and to discuss about the NEP. Sir, first of all, I would like to thank you, sir. And sir, second one thing you are asking if I get a chance for becoming an education minister for one day. In that case, what will I do? Sir, only one thing I would like to tell you that I know only thing about the education means self-satisfaction. Whatsoever education we are gaining, we are providing, whatsoever we are. But the education means we should be self-satisfied. What we are earning, what we are gaining, what we are providing, that doesn't matter. What matter is that how we are getting satisfaction in life. That is the main motto should be in education. If I would like, if I will get a chance to be an education minister, in that case, I will focus only on these things. The students and the people of the nation should be satisfied, and to make them satisfied, whatever we can do. Only one thing I'll do, sir.
That's very big task, sir, and entire world is looking for that formula. How what formula we can use to satisfy everyone. So if you get that formula, please share with all of us. Thank you, Shukla sir, for joining and sharing your remarks. Now I would request Archana Nigam ma'am. Archana ma'am, we would like to conclude this session with your remarks. I would request you for your concluding remark. And what would be your priority if you get a chance to become Minister of Education? Archana Nigam ma'am.
As the mother gives birth to a child, but the teacher gives life. So NEP, and since NEP has also given very important place to the teachers in the education philosophy. So we would, what I want is that the teachers should be given more of aptitude certificates rather than the character certificates. Because as good education is always linked with good teachers, and students are the best evaluators. And like a successful person is the one who is a lifelong learner. And if I get the chance of becoming the education minister, I would insist on giving the right environment in the schools. Because the mind of the child is not only developed through the books, because after finishing the school education, the child has to enter a very large and a huge and a very practical classroom outside the school, where they leave many small classrooms behind. So giving them the right environment and also ensuring that equal opportunities are given to every child to get education. So no child should be deprived of, because of less means and coming from different backgrounds. If that is the problem with the child or anything, the school should be giving the right environment to create a good learning atmosphere so that no child is deprived of anything but the excellence in the quality of education, which is to be provided by the National Education Policy 2020. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you, Archana ma'am, for that wonderful remark. In fact, we all agree with you, and that should be the aim of, I believe, for all of us. Thank you for joining and sharing your remarks. I once again thank all the key speakers. Archana Nigam ma'am, Jyoti ma'am, Praveen ma'am, Pratibha ma'am, A.K. Shukla ji, Sunil Dangi ji, Dr. Kishore Raja, Michelle Amana for joining and sharing your wonderful remarks and making this 113th session truly special. Big thanks, all of you. We'll end the session here. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.